All right, welcome back. It's time now to look at what is on your newspapers for this Sunday. We have the City Press, and I think, Faith, you have the
I've got the Sunday Times in front of me.
And, of course, as you can imagine, the top story, the story at least on the very front page, is that of the passing of Hilary Gadi, of course, and the funeral yesterday. On the front page there is the CIC of the EFF, Julius Malema, and, of course, it's just looking back at the story that we've been leading with throughout the entire day, which is, the entire morning, which is two suspects. Of course, a second one being arrested. Yesterday we were talking about a 39-year-old man, and today confirmation that there is a second suspect, of course, who is politically connected. Now here on the City Press, it's saying two well-to-do suspects were arrested in connection with the killing. So it's really interesting at what level, when we say highly connected, at what level this connection is at. And then, of course, the real question is,
what was the motive?
What was the motive?
100%. And I think more than anything else, you know, I actually appreciated what was said by the EFF's leader, Julius Malema, during that funeral proceeding, saying that, listen, Minister, we understand that you are working hard to try to catch the culprit. You know that they were placed, the police were placed on a 72-hour kind of mandate to get some kind of answers to this horrific killing. But it was not shy of saying, we've seen how you have performed in previous cases, and he made reference also to the Senzo Meyiwa trial, and he made reference to the Senzo Meyiwa case, saying that even those that are behind bars right now, we as a citizenship are still unsure of whether or not those culprits are guilty.
Exactly.
So he didn't mince his words when it came to being able to say, listen, we understand that you're working hard, but we also know we've been around this rodeo before where you have arrested people. This is a Senzo Meyiwa trial as well. In the beginning, there was a false arrest. That individual had to be subsequently let go of because it was not somebody who was actually implicated in the murder in itself. So I think more than anything else for me, Morena, it's one thing to come in and have a press conference about how police are on it. It's one thing to have a media briefing and have media take a video of you while you're at the scene of the crime. That's just one thing. But it's another thing when you actually get a hold of the real culprits of this crime, because then we start being able to say police are effective in being able to deal with the crime in the country. It's sad to know that women are now scared, saying, does that mean that if I'm politically affiliated, connected, or in any other way, that means I'm next?
Exactly. And I mean, it doesn't even take that much for women to be abducted and killed in this country. It really doesn't take much for that to happen. But another story that is of great interest is right here in the top corner. SAFA moves to gag Ria. Maria Ledwaba is challenging the incumbent, Danny Jordan, for the presidency of the South African Football Association. She's not alone. Of course, she is also challenging along with Nomsa Mahlangu. The incumbent has been there since 2013 when he took over from Kirsten Namatandani.
So it's got 2 terms that is on him. He wants a 3rd term.
He wants another term because I would imagine Danny Jordan believes that he's doing great for South African football.
Is he?
We are struggling to qualify for major tournaments. If that does not answer your question, I don't think anything will. The only positive aspect about South African football at the moment, at least at national level, is Banyana Banyana. But even the same breath, they are the one team that is doing everything to represent this country where football is concerned, and they are the one team that SAFA is doing everything to not support the way they are. So perhaps she is very much about women's football and a lover of women's football and a great supporter of women's football is Maria. So she is wanting to challenge Danny Jordan. Perhaps she might be the answer to Banyana Banyana's troubles, that, we are already doing what we're doing for the country. Give us the support that we need. So SAFA...
I just want Bafana to win.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah,
so SAFA, of course, moving to gag Maria because she has a press conference that is scheduled for Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and the organization, at least the leadership of the organization, doesn't want that press conference to go ahead. So you want to get the City Press and get details of that story because it is an incredibly interesting one. The next couple of days for Maria Ledwaba are going to be quite interesting.
I kid you not. Sunday Times, though, I'm going to go on to this story. Hunger kills South African children. It's at least 199 kids died in the first 2, get this, 199 children died in the first 2 months of the year as COVID-19 and rising poverty levels expose the most vulnerable. It is a story there on the front page of the Sunday Times, as you can see it there. It is absolutely just devastating. And of course, we're speaking here also about this grotesque murder of Hillary Gadi. She's also making it onto the front page of the Sunday Times. Cops closing in on Hillary's killer as well. But that's just, isn't it just tragic? I think that we miss these kinds of things. We miss this kinds of information. 199 children dying in the first 2 months of the year. Children, because of hunger and poverty and COVID-19. It cannot be. It just certainly cannot be. So get yourself a copy of the Sunday Times. Lots of stories there, and yeah, to look forward to as well. It's wonderful to actually go through the papers on a Sunday.
It's so grim. Everything is just grim in the world. I mean, like, everything is grim in the world. We need some good news at some point. I don't know when, but yeah, we really do need some good news. And hopefully we do at some point get those good news.